I'm okay. I just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come with a dank, scrolling a tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Easy Weights live on woodwardsports.com. I am Spencer Raxter. He is Speak Easy. We've got Quarantine Chris in the TD booth, and our boy Sam Flannel filling in for JB Smooth on the ones and twos. JB under the weather. Him and Chris are making out after the show, so he probably transferred a little bit of that sickness. But
I don't think it was that.
no, yeah, he's probably fine from that. But,
yeah, that's normal.
That's normal. They go good show. But we got a lot to get into, obviously.
Team chemistry off the charts.
Team chemistry. Best team chemistry in the game on the Woodward heavyweights. You better believe it. Jeez. But we got a lot to get into. Obviously, we're going to break down the Lions and Jets matchup. It's going to talk a lot about what's going on where, who's going on where. We got Prop It Up. We got By the Numbers. We got our Friday football pick'em. All of our favorite segments on a Friday. No audio? Oh, man. They're saying we don't got no audio. I don't know about that. We will try to get that fixed.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you guys.
How about now?
What's going on where? Yeah, it sounds good to me. So we'll keep talking and see what's going on. But
what's going on where?
But the first thing we need to talk about, Jacob Vrana back on the ice today with the boys. He got out of the NHL, players help, all of that. Got through his situation. Hopefully he is feeling better as a person, feeling better as a man, and he'll be back and ready to go. I'm just happy the man got the help he needed. He feels like he is ready to go back and get with this team, and he skated with them today on the ice. So I'm very happy for him, very happy for the Red Wings. And I'm just very excited to have that guy back. He is obviously an indispensable part of this team, but it's also, I'm happy for him as a person that he got through that. He got the help he needed, got it sorted out, and now he's feeling like he's happy and healthy enough to rejoin the Detroit Red Wings, because not only is he a big part of the team, but he's a young guy, man, and to deal with something like that is never easy. So to have the organization like the Detroit Red Wings have their back, have his back 100%. I remember when the news broke, it was on Big D Energy. We talked to D-Mac about it, and I got emotional. D-Mac got emotional because he was talking about, all of his struggles and what happened with him, what happened with Proby, and everything like that, and how he said that, the Detroit Red Wings are the best organization to handle something like that because of, let alone Steve Yzerman seeing what happened with not only Darren but with Proby and everything that went with that. It was very emotional to see D-Mac really dive into it like that and get emotional himself. But he obviously knew that Vrana was in the best hands possible when it comes to hockey for a situation like that, and it seems that he got the help he needed, bettered himself as a person, got into a better mind state, and now feels comfortable and healthy enough to rejoin the team. So I'm excited for him. I'm happy for him, and I'm just glad he's feeling good about himself again.
For me, obviously, I feel all the same stuff, the same sentiment. I wasn't there for the conversation that you and D-Mac had. I think we kind of spoke about it yesterday in terms of accountability to yourself, where you want to be as a human being, and I commend that. You know what I'm saying? He definitely stepped up, realized it was becoming an issue, and before it got any further, he addressed it. And now this is a team that's already 29-13, getting a sniper back in Vrana. So there's some plus on ice too.
For sure, and our guy Mike Gentry was he's at practice every day. He's down there today. He said they were running Vrana, Fabry, and Larkin with the blue sweaters on, so they're the injured guys or the guys coming back, but they were running as a line and they were buzzing. He said they were looking pretty nice out there. So to get those three guys back will definitely be a huge boost for the Red Wings offense and their forwards. But more importantly, forget about hockey, forget about scoring goals. I'm just happy as a person Vrana feels like he's in a good enough space to do what he does best, to go out there and rejoin the team. I'm happy for him as a person. mental health. Adiz 411 in the Woodward Sports Chat says mental health is very important, and it is. Mental health is number one. You know, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, if you're dealing with stuff like that, you got people to talk to. You got people that care about you. So make sure you reach out before situations escalate, and that's exactly what Vrana did. He realized that he had a problem. We don't know what it was. I'm not here to speculate on what it was, but there was something wrong with himself, he felt, and like you said, he addressed it, got the help he needed, and now he's in a better place for it, so I'm happy for him.
We actually have a video from the when Gentry got to interview him today.
Yeah. Let's hear what he said.
To be honest with you, I feel as best I can. You know, this decision is not my decision. I mean, I was out there today. I didn't really got a lot of reps in the line, so you know, I think it's up to other people to make that decision. You know, I just come here now and work hard and see where it takes me.
Yeah, and that was him saying that if it was up to him, he'd be playing tomorrow. Like he feels good, he feels ready to go. But he was saying it's not his decision whether he's going to play or not. It's up to the powers that be. But in his mind and how he feels, like he's ready to go. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah, very very happy, very happy for the guy. Glad he's feeling good. Glad he's ready to get back out there, and glad he got the help that he needed through the Red Wings organization and the NHL to help out and do that with him. So
Over under on him scoring first game out.
oh, for sure, I'm taking anytime goal.
Me too.
First game he's on the
Sam?
ice for sure.
Ooh, yeah. I would probably say yes. I would have him scoring in his first game back. And the thing is, like, obviously with Vrana, we're happy that he was able to find the help that he needed and get into a better headspace. But also, if we're just talking hockey, the Red Wings are sort of teetering a little bit as of right now. They've lost 4 straight, one of them in overtime, so they got a point, but they're only averaging 1 goal a game in those last 4 games. And Vrana was the guy that I think we all thought could lead the team in goals.
Yes.
So if he comes back, he might be just exactly what the Red Wings need to kind of get off the skid, and with him probably feeling better, it's a win-win for everybody involved. Very happy for my guy, Jacob Vrana.
Yeah, for
100%.
sure.
Little shot in the arm for the team.
Little shot in the arm because, like Sam said, they lost a lot of firepower. Obviously, Vrana on the mend, getting better. Fabry still hasn't played a game. Larkin got injured. Bertuzzi got injured. Even Olimata is injured. That's 5 of your top 9 forwards that aren't on the ice. So having them all back will be definitely huge for the Detroit Red Wings.
Vrana's a sniper too.
Yeah, and that's I was talking about it with Mike Gentry in the back. Like, we've seen the Red Wings lose in shootouts a couple times. When this team's healthy, the 3 shooters in the shootout are going to be Larkin, Vrana, and Fabry. And you don't have any of those guys right now. So it's awesome that he's healthy, he's ready to go. The rest of the team is getting healthier. Like, I've heard that Fabry is ready to go. Fabry looks great at practice. It's only a matter of time before he's back on the ice, which will be a big addition offensively for the Red Wings. And Larkin is just day-to-day situation, shouldn't miss any serious time. So he'll be back as well, and the Red Wings will have hopefully their full complement of offense very soon, minus Bertuzzi, who's still on the mend.
Jeremy Anderson in Woodward Sports Chat says Larkin's game time decision for tomorrow already.
Yeah, Gentry said he had the blue shirt on, so it's looking like no, unless something seriously happens where he feels very good or something like that. It's not looking great that he'll play, but yeah, it's nothing serious for Larkin. He's maybe another game or 2, and then he'll be back, I'm sure. Hockey players are tough, man.
I feel like whenever you talk hockey, you naturally do a Canadian accent.
It's no.
It's
Hey, yeah,
Larkin's tough,
we're out there on the ice getting the pucks deep, and the boys are buzzing, they're going around, they're sending clappies, Big Who's standing on his head. We got Lark's back, Fab's coming back, Big. It's just awesome to see. You love it. And
That's what it's about.
that's what it's about.
Do you have a Canadian accent?
I'm going oot in a boot. I mean, that was pretty terrible.
I'm going oot in the boots.
Hey, I mean, I'm not an accent guy, and you kind of put me on the spot. If I could have thought of something better to say, but it's all good.
It's all good, man.
I
Yours
watched
is better,
Trailer
though.
Park Boys like 5 times.
Yeah.
All the way through when I was in college.
So you got it down pat.
You got it down pat.
Yeah, Trailer Park Boys is one of the funniest shows of all time.
I didn't think it was that funny.
I
I tried. I just couldn't. It was almost like I tried too hard to be funny.
We're just getting
It got
2 birds
ruined for me
stoned
by
at once
somebody.
here. And he's,
I did the accent when we drafted Marco Cosper.
yeah, best case Ontario. We go out there and there's one episode where it's like in the later season, Ricky holds a hockey camp.
Sorry.
Huh?
Sorry.
Sorry, mate. You know,
Sorry.
best case Ontario. We go out there and we
throw a
have
mate in there.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, mate. It's sorry, bud. You know,
There you
but
go.
Ricky holds a hockey camp for like kids.
Yeah.
And he puts on the flyer Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, and Wayne Gretzky might be there. They're all talking to him like,
brilliant.
You can't say that. He's like, I didn't say they're going to be there. I said
they
might.
might.
If they don't show up, they look like it's not me. He's like, it's for the kids. They don't show up.
Easy's 100% using that.
And
I would for sure do that. Yeah.
Crosby and McKinnon.
100%.
Crosby and McKinnon actually show up, and I think they see Gretzky at the airport. Crosby and McKinnon are in a couple.
That show was
episodes.
that big that they got.
Oh yeah. McKinnon's in like 5 or 6 episodes. Crosby's in a couple episodes. I'm pretty sure he runs into
Where did that air?
Gretzky at the
what,
airport.
what network?
The Canada Channel or whatever it is.
Oh really?
I mean, the Canada Channel from South Park. Everything from Canada, but
It is.
I don't know where exactly it aired, but I know it's hilarious, man.
Friggin' right, boys.
No, I'm saying that's Aaron Taggart. The best character in the entire show is J-Rock, dude. J-Rock is by far the best character. He's so funny.
I only know one J-Rock.
That's the way she goes, boys.
That's the way she goes, boys.
Sam, you have any accents in your repertoire?
Oh my God! You do not want to hear me do accents.
I do. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg was on a whole season.
Of Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's like one of the seasons they like rent out the park because it's like they rent out the park and Snoop Dogg comes in and like stays with them.
Your ADD is built same out of his accents.
Yeah. Well, I see somebody in the chat, Jeb Large in the chat said,
Shout out.
in the Woodward Sports chat said that Snoop Dogg was on an episode. He's on a couple episodes.
How, bud? Where you get your meat from, bud?
Where you get your meat from? You got to get your meat from the butchery there, bud, because the butchery is the Woodward Sports Network's their official their meat company. So if you want to get their meat from the Woodward Sports Network and the butchery, all you got to do is give them a ring. You know, you call them up, dial them up on your cell phone or your home phone or wherever you're doing it.
Wherever your
at 248-682-2697. Yeah,
Give
that's
them a buzz.
248-682-COWS. Or order online at thebutcherysl.com, bud. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective. And shout out to Chef Dave for popping out another little baby over there. Look at that guy. We're playing some pond hockey. He's popping out babies. You know the man knows how to use his meat, so go buy some at thebutcherysl.com.
A boot.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuff-A Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward in Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff-A Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
As chilly weather approaches, Big Boy's got the perfect comfort meals for you. Try our hearty classic meatloaf or our creamy Cajun chicken Alfredo. These will be sure to leave you craving for more. How about breakfast? Our stuffed potato pancakes are back with our lumberjack, blockbuster, and Santa Fe Garden. These potato pancakes will definitely fill you up. Whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come stock up on the perfect comfort meal today. We'll see you soon at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Downtown Detroit's all decked out this holiday season with the return of the Cadillac Lodge in Monroe Street Midway. The Midway has a giant slide, winter bumper cars, and an indoor arcade. Plus, you grab drinks at the lodge before or after games. Shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long with deckedoutdetroit.com.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights, though, bud. How you doing?
How you doing, bud?
We're live on WoodwardSports.com.
Hit the like button, please.
Hit the like button. All right, you gotta stop.
Don't be sorry.
I'm gonna get stuck like that and not be able to talk more.
Broken malfunction. We got inside. Maybe we'll play it Monday.
For the man to my left, the one, the only, Speak Easy. I am Spencer Raxter. We got Quarantine Chris on the ones and twos, and our boy Sam Flannel in the Quarantine Chris on the TD booth. Yeah. Sam Flannel on the ones and twos, filling in for sickly JB, who's getting better. He's getting better. But
were you off the Percocets or something, bud? What's wrong with you today?
We gotta talk about something later about why both of these guys have been missing days this week. I'm just saying.
JB
and Chris kind of
dodging.
Kind of weird coincidence that they were both supposed to wear the hot dog suit this week, but
it's
not
both
a revolution.
of them got
it's
sick and had to miss some days.
Wait, so are you participating in the pick'em then, Sam?
Looks like I am.
Looks like
if you're here Friday, you're participating in the pick'em. That's the rule, right?
That's a rule.
Has to be the rule.
Yeah. I'm down.
That's a good point.
I'm safe. It's settled.
Well, no, you're absolutely right. Because
Sam Flannel has not had a great record.
No, I have not. 3 out of 4 losses, and it's losing.
Oh, damn.
No, that's true. And the worst part is, it's usually me going against 4 other people, and that's me being dead last 3 out of 4 times. So just do the opposite of what I usually do today.
That's tough. Yeah, go with your reverse gut instinct.
Reverse gut.
But we just got done talking about Vrana. Some more breaking news. Another breaking news we had pertaining to the Lions versus the Jets game. Mike White not playing. Mike White not playing. The guy who is, he's been big for them. He has the locker room. I love Mike White. I'm a big Mike White guy. He seems like.
So it's Tyler Conklin first, Mr. Raxter.
Yeah, I got misquoted on Twitter today, but it is what it is. That's what happens. They're trying to come with the king. Come with the king, you best not miss. Because I got somebody called me and they made sure that everything was good, and everything was good. We laughed it off. But Mike White out of the game. He said he would play, but the doctors not clearing him to play.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson listed as the starter. Zach Wilson, who, led that offense to 3 points against the Patriots the last time he was a starter. What does that change for the Lions? Does it change anything? Do you have to focus on his running ability more, or are you more confident in this? What are your feelings with Zach Wilson being the starting quarterback against the Lions?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's buzzing about this kid, Zach Wilson, number 2 pick out of BYU. Yeah, no, only thing that concerns me about Zach Wilson in all realities is that my mother's still breathing. She's a possible Zach Wilson victim out there, and I can't have it out here in these streets, son.
Good thing they're playing in the Netherlands.
Yeah, good thing they're in the Netherlands. Yeah. No, honestly, I know everyone's marking this as a guaranteed win, and it's a good thing, but to me, the Jets were still 5-2 with this guy at the head of the helm, and the numbers weren't pretty. Actually, right now I'm looking at him right now. He was 5-2 in the season in terms of record, but 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Not great, not great. 55% completion, but this is a revenge game. This is a big moment for Zach Wilson.
Yeah, for sure.
The biggest moment in his young career, if I may.
Yeah.
And he's got quite a bit of a stretch where he can make himself look good, too. I mean, they got the Jags after this. There's another defense after that, too.
I mean, I doubt Mike White will miss more than this game.
Yeah. But, I mean, it depends, though. I mean, Zach Wilson's your number 2 overall pick. You invested in him. I'm sure Joe Douglas would like to see him on the field and see that, pan out itself, too. I mean, if you want to trade him, I feel like you want him on the field to at least, up his value a little bit there, too. But, I mean, this is a big moment for Zach Wilson, and he was a number 2 overall pick. So, there is some sort of skill set there.
Yes.
And, I mean, if anything, too, if the issue was he wasn't focused beforehand, I mean, this will hone that in.
This will be a big test of his character to, you went through the adversity, you got benched, you obviously said the wrong things, but now you have a chance to right those wrongs. You have a chance to go out there and play with these guys and try to get a win and hopefully, sway some of them back to your side. But, man, the guy is not good. When he plays quarterback, he's just not good. They are going to obviously have to worry about him running the ball more than Mike White, but I feel way more confident going up against the Zach Wilson-led offense than I did a Mike White-led offense.
because I don't really necessarily buy into like the Mike White. I think their offense is just stagnant in general. I know they had numbers going into this game, but again, I was telling Abe this yesterday too. Like, look at the defenses they played going into this game. Like, it was Minnesota. I think before that was Chicago. Like, those aren't great defenses like at all. Flannel Sam, what was your take on this one?
My take is that the Lions should be doing backflips forwards and sideways. The fact that Zach Wilson is playing and not Mike White. I mean, with the Jets, at least with Mike White, they sling the ball around a little bit. Their passing offense is a threat. Zach Wilson truly blows. There's nothing good about him. I mean, I know that he was a number 2 overall pick, and he's said to have had potential, but maybe it was just a bad pick. I know that they were 5-2 with him, which is the most fraudulent thing ever. If we're talking about quarterback wins, they don't exist.
I agree.
But Zach Wilson in those games, 4 touchdowns, 5 picks, was 33rd out of 33 quarterbacks in completion percentage and passer rating. This offense, I believe, with Zach Wilson will be completely and utterly stagnant. I think the Lions defense has a great opportunity to shut this offense down, particularly the passing game. I don't believe in Zach Wilson. I think the Lions got an absolute gift. And shoot, I don't think there's anything there to salvage. People kind of act like, oh, he's trying to save his career. Maybe he just sucks at quarterback and there's nothing that can save his career. That's the conclusion that I've drawn so far. I hope he doesn't play his career game against the Lions. I don't think he will. But right now, Zach Wilson just sucks.
Yeah, he's right. He's just not playing good football. And you saw the tension building with the receivers when they interviewed Elijah Moore.
He wanted to be traded.
And they were like, yeah, it's, how's your chemistry with Zach Wilson? He's like, I don't know. He doesn't throw me the ball. So it's not great. Not great there, bud. There's a lot going on.
Not great, yeah.
Not great there, bud. But I do think this gives the Lions a little bit of a advantage. I already thought they were going to win this game, and now I'm almost confident they'll win this game going up against the Zach Wilson-led offense, because I didn't think the Mike White offense could keep pace with the Detroit Lions offense just because of the lack of weapons. We talked about the receiving core and how Amon-Ra St. Brown would be the number 1 receiver on the Jets. And then you have Garrett Wilson. But then the Lions' 2 through 5 receivers would all be the number 2 receiver on the New York Jets. So I just think that based off the weapons alone, I didn't see them being able to keep pace with this Lions offense and a much improved Lions defense that's playing fantastic football at the moment. And now with Zach Wilson, I really don't see it, because it is a mental game. It is important to have a guy that you'll ride for, a guy that you'll go through a brick wall for. And from all accounts, that is not how a lot of Jets players feel about Zach Wilson. That's not how a lot of Jets fans feel about Zach Wilson, and it's because of some of the comments that he made after games, and it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know Zach Wilson as a person. I don't know how he reacts to like controversy and stuff like that, but like, if he truly was humbled through this experience, like, I don't know. I'm just not writing it off necessarily like right away. On top of, like, again, having just a little bit of PTSD as a Detroit Lions fan, and Benjamin Foe in the Woodward Sports chat hinted to this too. So did the Jets destroy us last time we played? It was a season opener. I hope it doesn't happen again. And I'm not sure if that was the last time the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets played, but I do remember a certain mid-quarterback in Sam Darnold who outdueled Matthew Stafford. And I think that one was at home too. Monday Night Football.
Yeah, that was one of the darkest moments in Lions history. It was opening day, 2018 Monday Night Football. But Sam Darnold, to me, is twice the quarterback that Zach Wilson is right now. I mean, Sam Darnold's not really any good, but Zach Wilson has shown me nothing other than he blows. And to put it on top, he made some of the most tone-deaf comments I've ever seen in my life after they lost 10-3 to the Patriots, while leading the offense to 3 points. While the Jets defense held the Patriots offense to 3 points, they won on a game-winning punt return, which is crazy in and of itself, basically not taking any accountability for it, when in reality, Zach Wilson cost them that game by himself. If he would have just played a normal bad game and not thrown for 2 yards or whatever in the second half, they would have won that game. And instead of standing up there, just taking his medicine, just saying, that was on me, I'll do better next time, he basically said it wasn't my fault. I've seen quarterbacks that literally throw 4 or 5 touchdown passes and their team loses 38-35, and they stand up, it's like, that's on me. Zach Wilson needs to learn how to do that. I mean, he blows, and he's not humble, and he's terrible in press conferences. Just a great combination, Jets. Good job. Screw Zach Wilson.
Damn, Flannel.
Yeah, Flannel has his passions, and he lets them know. I don't know if Zach Wilson was on that list, but apparently. Who do you hate more, Zach Wilson or Baker Mayfield?
Baker Mayfield.
Okay, Zach Wilson or Lil Levis?
I got to go with Lil Levis on that one.
Damn.
The most fraudulent top 10 prospect I think I've ever seen.
I don't know. Yep. Zach Wilson might be taking the cake for that one.
Dude, that is a great point, man, because he was a number 2 overall pick, and he's shown me nothing other than he blows. Show me something.
I mean, that's fair. I'm looking at his numbers from last year too to see if he had any notable games.
No.
9 touchdowns, 11 picks.
Yeah. Not great.
If you have more interceptions and touchdowns in the modern NFL, you suck at quarterback. I know a lot of things aren't that binary. That is one of them.
Yeah, had career high, I believe, 297 against the Tennessee Titans last year. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, but there's an interception in that one too. And by the way, they missed a couple linemen in this matchup too, from what Abe was telling me. Did anybody check out their official injury report?
Corey Davis is out, which is
okay.
That's pretty big. He's their number 2 wide receiver, and of course, going back, Breece Hall. He was the running back who was probably the front runner for Rookie of the Year. He's out for the season, and without him, their offense hasn't looked the same, and the Lions get to be the beneficiary of that. But the biggest injury of them all might be Mike White and Zach Wilson having to play. So not only is the Jets' offense not very good to begin with, they're pretty decimated by injuries. The Lions, they've got a great chance tomorrow.
And we got our guy,
Quentin Williams, questionable.
JB. Yeah, Quentin Williams didn't practice all week, but they said he's still questionable to play. So we'll see what goes on there. Our guy JB in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread said Braylon said Zach Wilson didn't look good at practice today because Braylon is in New Jersey right now.
Yeah,
former Jets legend, so he's down there getting all this. I saw they sent him a care package.
What they sent him?
Well, like when he pulled up, he just posted a picture of a care package. I don't know if he was in his hotel or at the facility when they gave it to him, but it was hoodies and shirts and hats and stuff.
That's dope.
I wanted to text him and be like, you're still repping the Lions though, right?
He's definitely not wearing Lions gear on that sideline.
Not a chance. But he took a picture with Sauce Gardner. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is dope. I mean, two Detroit studs.
2 Detroit studs.
Playing for the Jets franchise.
Yeah, for sure. It's awesome to see. And, if you are a Jets fan and you know that Zach Wilson is going to be starting for you against the Detroit Lions, you might need somebody to talk to, and we have the spot for you. That is the Sports Marketing Agency, or SMA, because they help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, this is the S word, helps spread the fight of stigma. The stigma of seeking help. And trust me, everyone, I used to work in this field. I know stigma is a big reason people don't come forward and seek help because they feel like they're going to be judged for doing just that. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Time of the year, sleigh bells ring and caroling, songs of love and cheer. Lights shine over me and you, walking down Woodward Avenue.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a safe and Happy New Year from the Feldman Automotive family.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
The Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play or private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they got a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com.
Oh, yeah.
I am Spencer Raxter. He is Speak Easy. We got Quarantine Chris in the TD booth, and our guy Sam Flannel filling in for JB on the ones and twos. We just got done talking about Zach Wilson getting the reins because Mike White is out for the game, mate. Corvette.
Is that what that dance is?
Yeah.
DJ Chark does a Corvette dance?
Hopping in jet like jet.
Oh, man. I thought I was awake. I thought Corvette was this thing.
I don't know. All I know is the one Juju Smith-Schuster used to do on teams.
End zone? Or in the middle of the field?
In the midfield, yeah. And then he got
cracked
a couple times. And now he's doing TikToks with Patrick Mahomes' little brother in Kansas City.
He got cracked in KC, too.
But we just got done talking about, like I said, Zach Wilson getting the reins for the New York Jets. Now we'll flip it to the other side and the Lions and talk about their run game.
You sound a little rattled, dude.
Yeah, I'm rattled. I can't take it anymore. No. Are the Lions' run game struggles in the past couple weeks, are they concerning to you? Or what's the deal with that?
No, not necessarily concerning to me. I know Dan Campbell spoke on this. I think even Ben Johnson spoke on this, and they said where they're at with the run game. If you guys don't know, the Detroit Lions, 4 of the last 6 games, have averaged less than 4 yards per carry. And what they've said, Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson, mind you, these are offensive minds of the game too. They're more concerned about the efficiency of the run. I see both last week against the Minnesota Vikings and the week prior against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, those are two teams that aren't necessarily great against the pass, and I felt like the heavy passing attack was mostly part of like that, like just the game plan itself. You know, I think that's why you saw them put up 40 points, and that's just like that's what they do. I mean, they're all day back there with Jared Goff. Why wouldn't you utilize that option? You know, but. I don't know that I'm necessarily concerned about it. I think that this offense is creative enough to get things done other ways, you know, other than like having to run the football every single time. But I think DeAndre Swift, I mean, he looks pretty healthy in the Jaguars game. He only had 6 carries in the Minnesota game, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know what's the situation was that one. I don't know if that's due to the health or whatever. Jamal didn't. He finally ended his streak of touchdowns in the Minnesota game too. So not necessarily concerns. But, I mean, just like Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson, maybe, I want to see a little bit more efficient on the runs. I want to see more 5-yard gains. Just to know that we have it because, I mean, the winter's coming.
Winter's
coming. And you're going to need that run game in your back pocket.
Starts are always right eventually.
Yeah, I mean, and we're being real about it, too. Like Jared Goff on the road this year, outside specifically. I mean, the numbers aren't pretty.
They're not pretty.
I'm not saying he's bad, but the numbers aren't pretty. They're not Brock Purdy, no. And Brock Purdy can run.
Brock Purdy can run.
He can run. That's a benefit of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it is something to be concerned about because they really didn't need the run game in the past couple of weeks. They were attacking teams through the air, the Spencer Rattler.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
Spencer only gets rattled when their fridge is empty.
Only time I get rattled is when I'm with your baby mama and them ugly-ass kids in the other room wake up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried because I didn't think they needed the run game as much. And when they leaned on it, they were getting some big chunk plays. And now that they're, like you said, winter is coming. When the winter comes, when they go to the Netherlands, it's going to be cold. It's going to be a hostile environment. And I expect them to lean on the run game. And I expect them to be able to use, Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift, even Justin Jackson, and carve out some space between the tackles and get some big chunk plays. Sam Flannel, how do you feel about the Lions' run game? Are you worried about it, or are you not worried about it?
I think kind of taking, I don't want to say shots at the run game, but kind of being concerned about the run game is a little bit nitpicky at this point because in 4 of the last 6 games, they've also scored 30 points or more in 4 of those games and 40 points or more in 1 of those games. I mean, the same time that the Lions' run offense is a little bit lesser, it's slowed down, not stagnated, the pass offense has absolutely taken off. And when you talk about the run offense, DeAndre Swift had one of his best games of the year against Jacksonville. I know this is a little gimmicky, but C.J. Moore had that 42-yard fake punt run.
Yeah.
And in the Giants game, Jamal Williams, while not having a great yards per carry, had 3 rushing touchdowns. They're using the run when they need it to get the tough yards, get the 3rd and 1s, get the red zone touchdowns. And the pass game at this point has taken off. At this point, when the Lions' offense is looking as good as it's looking, averaging 29 points a game in their last 6 games, I'm not going to worry too much about how they get it. They've shown that they can attack teams in multiple ways. Their offensive line is a non-negotiable, one of the best in the NFL, and I believe that if they need to ground and pound a little bit more with Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift, and Justin Jackson, they will be able to do it. This might be the week to do it. But as of right now, not concerned about the running game one bit, just because their offense as a whole has looked so good.
I agree, and that's a very good point about saying how they give it to you in different ways, baby. No, but like when we were at the Brass Rail last week watching that game, I said that like those short throws to Amon-Ra St. Brown are basically run plays. Like those like
short strokes,
3 yard, short strokes. You know, you're trying to clench butt cheeks, short strokes. Don't want to go too crazy. But no, when like those like 3 yard crossing routes or like a 4 yard out, you see on a first down they run a quick slant to Amon-Ra St. Brown or something like that. It's basically a run play because you're just getting the ball out, getting in his hands, and then letting him do something after the catch. So they use things in different ways. Ben Johnson's offense is complex enough to have different options baked off of different run plays, and the short intermediate routes they use a lot like a run play. Like, what's the difference between a 5 yard carry for Jamal Williams on first down and a 5 yard catch to Amon-Ra St. Brown in the middle of the field on first down? It's the same thing.
I mean, it's fair. Yeah, I'm not necessarily concerned about it. Like I said, I feel like, much like Sam said too, like, okay, that's the situation. Yeah, sure. They still scored 30-plus points, 3 of those like last 6 games, and 5 of them are dubs.
Yes.
You know, and you had a situation in New York too. Like Jared Goff still played pretty well. Like, it wasn't awful, and the New York Giants defense was renowned before then too.
Yes.
A couple of injuries happened in that one though, if we're being real about it. But I mean, injuries in this game too.
There's injuries. There's always going to be injuries. There's going to be things you got to work with. But what impresses me the most is Ben Johnson takes what the defense gives him. He's not going to force things. He's not going to, we're going to pound the rock, run if it's not there. He's going to do what he sees is available. He trusts these guys. He trusts Jared Goff to make the right decisions. He trusts Amon-Ra St. Brown to catch those balls, to not fumble, to not do anything, and that's what impresses me the most is they can build off of their short passing game like it's a run, like they're like a 5 yard chunk at a time and maneuver down the field while still having the ability with that offensive line to put somebody's face in the dirt and actually run the ball if they want to. If they want to go out there and run the ball 50 times, you know, Jim Harbaugh type offense, they could do that because of the offensive line that they have on the field will hurt people. Like, they will put people in the ground. So they
knock somebody's dick in the dirt.
I wanted to say it, but I didn't say it. I said face in the dirt. But yeah, it's literally what it is. So I'm not worried about the run game at all. I think they could turn it on at any second.
One thing I did concern me, I don't know if you saw this on the practice sheet too for the Detroit Lions, or injury report I should say. Aiden Hutchinson and Frank Ragnow questionable in this one. I feel like whether pass protection and or run game, Frank Ragnow's key in that one. And even if it's not a situation where like, I mean, I guess where they still play, I'd love them to be fully healthy, especially if you're going against this Jets defensive line that's tied 4th for most sacks in the league, and they typically only rush those 4 guys, but some of that too.
Yeah,
I want to pour a little bit of water on that one just because, you know, if Quinn Williams truly isn't healthy, I feel like he's a big part of that too. Like, he's a big reason for them being 4th in the league. Not only does he have 11 sacks himself, but just the chaos that he causes opens up lanes for guys like Jermaine Johnson. I mean, C.J. Mosley, Quan Alex, they have a stacked defense over there. Yeah. But if Quinn Williams out, I feel a little bit better about the Ragnow situation. But after seeing Jeff Okudah, you know, part-time through the illness, it got me a little bit concerned.
We got, let me find it.
I'm assuming it's the same, right?
Austin Harris in the Woodward Sports chat. Lack of a run game? What are you guys talking about? Go look at the stats, man. Don't ask us. Ask Ben Johnson. He said the same thing. You take out that C.J. Moore 42-yard fake punt, they were under 100 yards in that game. They were under 100 yards against the Jaguars. They were under 100 yards against the Bills. So, like, look at the stats a little bit and then come correct. It's Ben Johnson said himself that the run game has been a little stagnant.
Yeah, just like inefficient is a term like they use. Again, if you missed it, Austin, in 4 of the last 6 games, they've averaged less than 4 yards per carry, which is like the league average between like good and bad. Obviously, do the math on that one. If you're averaging less than 3 yards per carry, you're not going to reach that first down, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I mean, I'm not
worried about it at all. Like I said, they can turn it on when they want, and they use Amon-Ra and a lot of his short routes as running plays anyways.
Yeah.
So.
I guess the one concern you'd have in that scenario is the fact that, like, if you're going to attack the Jets' biggest weakness on that, stellar defense, it is the run game, where they rank 13th, versus the pass game, where they rank, I think it's 3rd on defense. It's pretty damn, like, respectable. I mean, Sauce Gardner's, up for Rookie of the Year for a reason, right? He's been killing it in the secondary. I feel like they're all kind of like similarly skilled, which is they're all good players. But I think we'll spread the ball out, and I think that eventually open up the run game, and we'll do enough. Like you said, there's a little slant to Amon-Ra, couple screens. It's essentially the same thing. You gonna say something, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen a Lions offense look this good in a very, very long time, and I know it's kind of coincided with the running game slowing down a bit, not being shut down or anything, but slowing down. But everything else is going so well. The way that they are throwing the football on those 5-yard routes on first down, it's like a well-oiled machine. And when they've needed the running game has stepped up and showed up. And one kind of interesting little tidbit, and I know one of them is a little bit gimmicky, but in the last 6 games, they've had 4 different players lead them in rushing: Jamal Williams, Justin Jackson, DeAndre Swift, and C.J. Moore. And C.J. Moore, obviously, that's a little bit of a wash.
On one carry.
Yes.
A fake punt.
But it was an impactful play.
For
and
sure.
DeAndre Swift, when he did it, it was the best game he's had since probably week 1. And when Jamal Williams, he's obviously been their best running back. And when Justin Jackson did it, he had 9 carries for 66 yards. They can still beat you in so many different ways, even on the run game. And like I said before, I believe this is the week where the running game kind of takes off a bit and they sort of ground and pound a little bit more. Get that yards per carry up above 4 or something like that.
I agree.
I agree too.
I think they're going to need to, especially with the conditions and being in a hostile environment. And they're going to have to wear the Jets out. The Jets are going to have to know that they can't just sit 7 back in coverage against this team.
Yeah.
So I fully expect them to go out there and pound the rock. But,
pound it.
There's a lot of Lions fans doing a lot of great things on and off the field. Off the field, especially thanks to Jeff Okudah, our fearless leader, Chad Johnson, and the Wicked Awesome Wishes Foundation presenting Hope for our Holidays. This Tuesday, December 20th from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Lighthouse Coolidge Community Building in Oak Park on Coolidge Highway. Jeff Okudah and Detroit Lions give their financial support, time, and love for the city of Detroit by teaming up with our fearless leader, Chad Johnson, and his amazing foundation, Wicked Awesome Wishes. Jeff and Chad have been game planning all year to make this Christmas one to remember for underprivileged children in and around Detroit. The event will include new shoes, wicked awesome clothing, warm hats, coats, and socks, and free haircuts just in time for the holidays. You all will have an opportunity to meet Jeff Okudah and his teammates Tracy Walker, Malcolm Rodriguez, Will Harris, Deshaun Elliott, Chris Board, Anthony Pittman, Josh Woods, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God. Special guest appearance from Lions alumni like Joik Bell and Lomas Brown. The heavyweights will be broadcasting live, and a lot of other Woodward Sports Network personalities will be there, like Braylon Edwards, Ryan Armani, and Darren McCarty. Participants will also get opportunities to compete for giveaways, Lions tickets, special prizes, and much more. So help out Chad Johnson and Jeff Okudah provide some hope for the holidays with Wicked Awesome Wishes.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuff a Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward in Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff a Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
The Sports Marketing Agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Looking to buy or sell your home, whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being in the game for 23 years makes Mike the #1 option for anyone. If you have real estate needs, call Michael Phillips at 313-403-0011. That's 313-403-0011. Michael Phillips, game on. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I am Spencer Raxter. He is the one and only Speak Easy. We got Quarantine Chris Platty in a TD booth.
Almost done
and
with
our
it.
boy Sam Flannel Sam, filling in for JB on the ones and twos. We just got done talking about the Lions' run game, how it's been struggling the past couple weeks, but we all are not concerned about that.
I'm happy Flannel Sam's here for this next segment.
Yeah, me too.
It wouldn't be the same without it.
We would have had to carry.
Yeah. My eye was scrapped. Like, it's not the same without the
And
tunes.
Flannel's a big numbers guy, so it definitely helps out. And just as he alluded to, did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Now it is time for By the Numbers. By the Numbers is brought to you by... No, I'm just kidding. What if we had a sponsored segment? That would be
Honestly, if we hit the like button so we can get a sponsored segment, that'd be lit.
We can get By the Numbers sponsor. We can get Prop It Up sponsor. Buy Yourself sponsor. Come on.
We can get
Show the heavyweights some love.
By the Numbers. Who's
By the Numbers.
Like a CPA?
Bank.
A bank?
Yeah. Or...
Who else?
An accountant.
Man, we're bad at the marketing part of this,
Yeah.
huh? Chris, what are you thinking
come
there?
buy our numbers.
Yeah, come buy us Yelvis.
Numbers. No, but by the numbers. I'll go first. I'm going to start with Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God. And by the numbers, he is getting 7 targets per game on the road this season. So I expect that to bump up a couple more targets in this game. You're looking at, I don't know who Sauce is going to be guarding, whether it's Chark or Williams or Reynolds, but it's definitely not going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I expect him to get 12 to 15 targets this game. Easy. What's your number?
By the numbers. Clearly, the Detroit Lions have won 5 of the last 6. They're looking extremely impressive, and part of that is the turnover. Impressive. Very impressive.
The emotions.
Part of that is the turnover battle. The New York Jets on a little bit of a skid. Not the same. They're actually lacking the turnover battle. In the last 4, they've only had 1 turnover. Now, obviously, the Detroit Lions have an explosive offense out in there this Sunday. I believe they'll be able to capitalize this Jets defense. I think might be a little bit, still very good, but a little bit fluffed up. A little fluffed up there a bit. Flannel Sam?
That is a great number. By the numbers, so we were talking about the Lions running game. So the Jets are an elite defense. They're 6th in points allowed per game, 4th in passing yards allowed per game, and 3rd in total yards per game. But my number, 13th in rushing yards allowed per game, which is where they're the weakest. And I think this is the week, like I kind of said before, that the Lions running game with that offensive line, with that 3-headed monster in the backfield, which will turn into a 3-headed monster this week, can do some damage against the Jets. I think that's where they're the most vulnerable, and I think playing on the road in weather where Jared Goff has not played as well as at home, this is the time where you rely on that run game. The running game is going to eat this week because the Jets, that's where they're weakest at.
I like it. I like that number.
I like that.
I like that number a lot. Lucky number 13. My next number is actually 2 numbers. So by the numbers, 2 and 4. That is Jared Goff's touchdown to interception ratio. on the road this season. He has 2 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
Yikes.
I expect him to right that wrong. I expect him to go out there and have a good game. He's not going to be asked to do too much, I don't think, in this game. So I expect him to get, I want to say, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. By the numbers.
By the numbers. I'm going a little bit your way. And you guys know I don't like advanced analytics, but I was reading an article and I found this one interesting. I thought I'd put it out there for the people that do like the advanced analytics. Jared Goff ranks 6th in the league for the most interceptable balls. And that's with 14 of them.
What?
Yeah. Interceptable passes sounds a little less sus. So we'll go with that one.
No, but still, what does that even mean?
It's like, obviously, you remember the Bills game? He threw the ball right to Matt Milano, dropped it. Had a situation like that in New York, a situation like that in Chicago. So they tally that up. Like balls that should have been caught by defenders, and they weren't. Jared Goff ranks 6th in the lead. The New York Jets rank, as Sam said earlier, 4th in the league against the pass, 13th against the run. I think the Detroit Lions to get this thing done, the most safe way to do it is through the ground. Flannel Sam, by the numbers.
By the numbers, I've got one, 11. Those are the combined sacks by Aiden Hutchinson and James Houston, who are 1 and 2 in the NFL in rookie sacks, which is, I mean, that's just incredible in and of itself. Take about Aiden Hutchinson, James Houston, and Brad Holmes, first of all, and even probably more so than any of them. Just incredible what they've done. When you go on the road in a hostile environment, which is something that the Lions have struggled to do the past couple of years. They've kind of like got off the schneid, but it's still a struggle. You need to get after the quarterback. And if the Lions can get after Zach Wilson, playing a Jets offensive line that is also one of their weak spots, I think they'll have a chance to do it. I think they will rattle the hell out of Zach Wilson. And just to kind of put that point home even more, the James Houston and Aiden Hutchinson and James Houston have 11 combined sacks. When it comes to rookies, who is second would be Jermaine Johnson and Michael Clemens for teammates. 4.5. 4.5 versus 11.
For the Jets, though.
Yep, for the Jets. But still, that is such a big difference. 4.5 versus 11. Bravo, Aiden Hutchinson and James Houston. Take a bow.
I like that. I like that number. Sorry, I'm looking at Prop It Up, because we got Prop It Up next, and they actually just released prop bets for guys. So I wrote some down for next segment, because they didn't have the player props before the show started, but they got them out there now, so I wrote some of them down. We were just going to make some up, and it was going to be Heavyweight Sportsbook. But by the numbers, 17.5. The amount of points scored by the Jets in the last 6 games per game, 17.5. And by the numbers, 17.6. The amount of points per game the Jets have given up in the past 6 games. So it might just be 0.1, but they're losing on the books. I like that. The Jets defense has, I don't want to say fallen off, but it hasn't been what it was at the beginning of the year. It's still extremely good. But like Sam said, they have been getting touched a little by the run. So with that and with their inability to score points, I like the Lions' chances.
110%. By the numbers, and I kind of went over this a little bit earlier, but the New York Jets have 39 sacks in the season, which ties them for 4th in the league. Quentin Williams is directly responsible for 11 of those sacks. No Quentin Williams. By the way, the rest of those 29
Quentin
should
Williams
say?
is probably going to play, but
He's questionable. I don't know if he's going to play. He didn't participate in any practice this week, and held him out training camp too, the same calf injury. Quentin Williams, banged up, non-healthy, non-factor. If he's not in there, I don't think this pass rush is as deadly as it's being advertised as. I don't care that Abe says they have a by the numbers 10-man rotation. That 10-man rotation a little bit differently when you have Quentin Williams in there causing all kinds of chaos and demanding all kinds of double teams. So, by the numbers, the Detroit Lions should be pretty comfortable in the pocket, and more specifically Jared Goff. So JG16, you should have a good game. You better have a good game.
Sam, you got another number?
I do have another number. My number is 1, which I will transition into first. The New York Jets probably have the number 1 leader in Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year with Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. They're both rookies who have been balling out. They are maybe, other than Quentin Williams, the 2 most important players for the Jets coming up this week. And it's just incredible what they've done. And those are the type of hits you need in the draft in order to kickstart a rebuild, which the Jets, most certainly have done. you got to give some credit to what they have on their team as well. And I just thought I'd give a shout out to probably the front runners for offensive and defensive rookie of the year. Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, 1 transitions to first by the numbers.
By the numbers.
By the numbers. By the numbers. The Lions are averaging over 29 points per game in their last 6 games. This offense has been on a roll. It's getting healthy. They're getting Evan Brown back in this game, which will help even more in the run game. DeAndre Swift looked pretty healthy in his past couple of performances. And obviously, we know the receiving core is rounding into form. J-Mo, you can expect him to be fully inaugurated into the offense in this game. Obviously, Josh Reynolds and DJ Chark are back from their kind of lapses and injuries in the middle of the season. Yeah. But over 29 points per game in the past 6 games is a big number to have for the Detroit Lions offense.
That's a big number to have. And just like our guy Sticks got a big heart, and that's why he's been a big part of the Stuffer Studio promotion and having that be a thing at Woodward Sports. It's the birth of Woodward Sports. Woodward Sports is always giving back to the community, and I love that about this company. It's one of the reasons I love working here. It's year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuffer Studio. We're collecting new unwrapped toys and stuff in our studio so we can hardly fit in it. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to December 23rd as we stuff our studio. And as you guys know, you see these toys behind us right now. You can start sending stuff now. Come on by. From the 19th to the 23rd, though, we'll be working like clockwork accepting these gifts. And we'll have 2K and Madden running the Razor Room. So come get that smoke.
Bring some food.
Bring some food, definitely. All these toys are going to the children in Mott's Children's Hospital so they can feel the warmth of the holiday season. Help us stuff our studio. And a special thanks to the people over at Meyer and obviously Guard Alarm for keeping the toys safe. This is Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full-line merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed-out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Jeff Akuta and Wicked Awesome Wishes present Hope for the Holidays. Jeff Akuta gives his financial support, time, and love for the city of Detroit with Chad Johnson and his amazing foundation, Wicked Awesome Wishes. Together, Jeff and Chad have been game planning all year long to make this Christmas one to remember for underprivileged children and their families. Special thanks to Lions players Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tracy Walker, Will Harris, and more, along with Lions alumni Lomas Brown and Joyak Bell, and the awesome people at Lighthouse Coolidge Community Building in Oak Park. Together, we'll make sure every child has new shoes, warm coats, hats, and socks, plus free haircuts to help everyone feel their best. And don't forget Woodward Sports' Braylon Edwards, Ryan Armani, and Darren McCarty will be there too. Hope for the holidays from Jeff Akuta and Wicked Awesome Wishes.
The official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is Spencer the Butchery. You could call 248-682-2697. Yes, that's 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective. Shout out again to Chef Dave for the birth of his youngest child. Hope the family is happy and healthy. You know the man knows how to use his meat, so why don't you go buy some at thebutcherysl.com. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back for the Monroe Street Midway Minute. I got a great. I didn't even know.
Well,
I didn't even know. The Midway has swapped out roller skating, basketball, and mini golf for a giant Arctic slide, winter bumper cars, an indoor arcade, and puck putts.
Puck putt?
Puck Puck putt.
Puck putt, yeah.
Puck putt, mate.
Puck putt. That's what we call it back in the day.
With free entry to the site, enjoy a variety of new activities aimed at creating exceptional winter experiences for everyone, you know. Get to the Midway this winter to enjoy Santa sightings, tasty treats, and make magical memories during the most wonderful time of the year. And like I said before, the heavyweights, we were politicking with the heads of the Monroe Street Midway during the Lady Jane's Woodward Sports and Roast holiday party, and they said they want to see the heavyweights going down that Arctic slide in some Santa suits. That Arctic slide, 20 feet tall, 80 feet long, brought to you by Come Play Detroit. That's going to be a lot of fun. And, you know, they got food there, so the heavyweights will be there regardless. Toasty treats like burgers, pierogies, homemade chili, chicken sandwiches, and mac and cheese bites, plus gluten-free and vegan goodies, so everybody can get in on the fun. Make sure you check out the Monroe Street Midway this winter for a winter extravaganza.
Extravaganza, yeah.
Extravaganza. What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I am Spencer Raxter. He is the one and only Speak Easy. We got Quarantine Chris in the TD booth, and our boy Sam Flannel filling in for JB Smooth on the ones and twos. Shout out to you, Sam. You're the man.
Thank you, Sam.
Third show in a row doing it like a champ. We just got done telling you guys about By the Numbers.
By the Numbers.
Now we're going to get into what is slowly becoming one of my favorite segments, Prop It Up. Prop It Up. Prop It Up. Prop It Up. And first things first, before we get into the props, I want to give out some of these hit or misses. Like, not over-unders, but these props, some of them I looked at were pretty nice. Jamal Williams plus 125 anytime touchdown. I feel like that's a lot. Hits almost every week.
That's fair.
Jamal Williams first touchdown scorer plus 750. So if you have a feeling Jamal Williams will be the first person to get in the end zone, he is plus 750 to do just that. And then I just saw Jamal Williams plus 700 for 2 touchdowns. So if you do a Jamal Williams parlay of first touchdown scorer, anytime touchdown, and 2 touchdowns, that would be like, it's probably going to be over plus 3,000.
Put it in, see what it is.
That would be an insane parlay. I will in a second once we move around. But first prop we're going to talk about here. The man, the myth, the legend, the MILF Slayer just entered the game. Zach Wilson over under 180.5 passing yards. What do you got?
Oh man, that's easy.
It's easy.
Let me look at what he's doing this season real quick. Hold on.
Sam Flannel.
I just have it in front of me.
Cop out. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, like, it's gonna be cop out. I would say under. Under
180 and a half.
If it's gonna be snowy, if it's gonna be cold. The Detroit Lions defense has been hot. I'd say that's a bad combination for a man, the MILF Slayer. He's only gone over 181. 2-3 times this season. Final Sam?
I have the under as well. I know 180.5 is a low number for a quarterback in the modern NFL, but that's just how little I believe in Zach Wilson and this offense as a whole. I think the only way that the Jets are going to be able to move the ball is through the run game, which hasn't been really that great either. So I think it's going to be a long day for the Jets offense as a whole, and I think that Zach Wilson has a pretty terrible game. Something like 145, no touchdowns and a pick.
Was it 189 you said?
If you're 180.5.
Okay. Oh, damn, that's really low.
Yeah.
Damn, that's low.
If you're feeling really good about Jamal Williams, that parlay I just mentioned, Jamal Williams to score a touchdown, anytime Jamal Williams touchdown, Jamal Williams first touchdown scorer, and Jamal Williams to score 2 or more touchdowns is plus 22.18. So $10 would win you $221 on a Jamal Williams parlay.
Those are bets that he's giving you. Okay, don't if you put money in there and it don't work out,
I would definitely
be mad at him.
Definitely go for the anytime touchdown. I would almost lock that in.
I only bet dollars, so I'll probably just do it just for the F of it.
I like the first touchdown a lot as well. The 2 touchdowns is but first touchdown scorer, you can get a lot of money. Jamal Williams, I like that one.
We'll be in the back for Prop It Up, but typically like when they're available before. Thanks for closing the door, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks, ma'am.
Freaking Janes.
Running wild out here.
Running wild Giants out here. We always like to say this in the back, and then Spinny goes on this run with these crazy parlays. He's like, yeah, that's nice, right?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I had told you no, but yeah, sure.
All right, and next up we got DeAndre Swift over under 26.5 rushing yards. Easy, where you at?
DeAndre Swift over under how many?
26.5.
13th best run defense. Only got 6 carries last week. 26 and a half. I'll take the under. I'll play it safe. Only 6 carries last week. I don't know the reason why. I don't know if he's still struggling with the health situation. I'll go under just to be safe. I'm not messing around with that one.
Ooh, ye of little faith. How the tables have turned. Where a few weeks ago I was like
He's right.
Had very
and you
little
got
faith
burned on it too.
He's right.
Hey, but to me, I got to go over with this one. DeAndre Swift against Jacksonville, he showed me something. He showed me that he can actually carry the load a little bit and be a back that actually contributes for this team this season. I think he will break one, maybe 17 to 25 yards, and that's all you really need to hit that small of an over. I got the over with this one with Swift.
I like that. Ye of little faith. Chris, how you feeling?
Is that a short show?
Taking the over as well. I just think the Lions are going to ball on the Jets. And to answer the last one, since you guys skipped me on that one.
Yeah, my bad.
Zach Wilson, he can get 7s off the field, but on the field, he's getting nothing but 3s. I'm going under.
Bars. The ye of little faith still got me.
Ye of thy little faith.
Oh, ye of little faith. Ye of little faith is right. I'm going over.
26 and a half, right?
26 and a half. Like Sam said, he really only needs to break one and then get 3 carries the rest of the game. And he'll have the over on that one. So
I mean, in those 6 carries last week, he did have 21 yards.
I was on the Booner Sports Show last night.
Yeah.
Shout out to Booner.
Shout out.
And we talked about it a little bit. And I said I would look out for DeAndre Swift anytime touchdown bet because that's one I like a lot this week too. Whether it's receiving or rushing, I think he's going to be involved a lot.
See if Jamal getting 2.
No, I didn't say Jamal's going to get 2.
And then Swift getting 1 too.
I said look at the Jamal 2, but no, Jamal 1.
Just look at it.
Swift anytime touchdown I like as well. But next up we got DJ Chark. Who's been right around 100 receiving yards the past 2 games and has been healthy.
Yes.
But will probably be looking at Sauce Gardner for a majority of this game. Over under 35 and a half receiving yards.
Ooh.
Easy. Where are you at? That is also could just be one. That could be one play.
Yeah, he's averaging in those past 2 games I feel like 20 or 15 yards like a catch.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough defense, a stingy defense, one of the better pass defenses in the league. I respect what I'm going under to be safe. If he's the one seeing Sauce, I'm going under.
Sam?
God, that's such a low number, which means I should probably take the under. But you know what? I'm going over in this one. The DJ Chark to Jared Goff connection, or the Jared Goff to DJ Chark connection, has been rolling the past 2 weeks. The last 2 games, DJ Chark has been everything that the Lions hoped when they wanted. Then they got him and more. And I just think in this game, Jared Goff might hit a shot or 2 down the field, and DJ Chark might be the guy who gets it. It is as great as Sauce Gardner is, and he is great. He can only cover one receiver at a time. Someone is going to be schemed open more often than not by Ben Johnson, and a couple of times that could be DJ Chark. With such a low number, give me the over on Chark.
And the philosophy of the Jets defense is like they'll give you the little stuff, the little plays, the snickle fritz. The big ones is what they shut down.
He gets the snickle fritz.
He gets the snickle fritz.
All-time movie.
I love that movie.
Chris, how you thinking? 35 and a half DJ Chark, over under.
I'm going to take the under. Chark's going to run the wrong route this week.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that guy.
You're liable to
I'm
get
with
your ass
Flannel.
beat
I'm
now.
going over. I'm going over on that one because I do think this could just be one play. And as the Jets do like to just get rid of things, a guy like that who's been right around 100 both games, Sauce isn't going to be following him around. Sauce stays on one side of the field. So if they and I really liked Sam's point. I was going to use that. I think they can scheme him open a couple times.
That's pretty cool. Is like we did a heavyweight sports book because there weren't props beforehand.
Yeah.
Ours was 44 and a half.
Yeah.
We're off like 10 yards.
Off like 10 yards. That's like one catch. Next up, we got, where is it? Jamal Williams. Over under 50 and a half rushing yards.
Oh man, under.
Under?
Yeah, Jamal. No, yeah.
You
under.
have both. You don't think?
I'll switch my tune. I'll switch my tune on Swift. Williams.
50 and a half?
Under.
Ooh. Say it again. Say it again,
Hey,
Flannel.
you know what? That's an interesting number. It's that's why they make it so hard because it's right about where I think he will be.
Yeah.
I think he will have something like 15 carries for 56 yards and just barely hit the over. I mean, Jamal Williams is the hammer. He's going to get carries. He's going to get his touches, and he just falls forward every time. Give me Jamal Williams with the over.
Okay.
16 carries, 37 yards against the Vikings. 11 carries, 35 yards against the Jags. 18 carries, 66 against the Bills. Yeah, I mean, not that high as of late.
All right.
I'll give you guys numbers. Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you for sure. You'll see my response after quarantine, Chris. Chris, where you got 50.5 over under for Jamal?
Over.
That's it. All right. I'm going under as well. I'm with Eazy on this one. The only thing that I like put me back was because you went under with both of the running backs.
Yeah, I'm gonna change mine to on Swift because on just those 6 carries last week, Swift had 21.
Yeah,
So
I think
21.
Swift is going to finish the game with more rushing yards than Jamal Williams, but I think Jamal Williams will punch in a touchdown. I agree. I think he'll have like 12 carries, 45 yards, and a touchdown. And next up, we got Jared Thomas Goff over under 231.5 passing yards.
I'm gonna go under. I looked at the numbers yesterday. I wish I had them in front of me now, but traditionally, Rob Saleh versus Jared Goff. Jared Goff averages, I think it was like 202 yards per game.
Yeah.
Rob Saleh is I'm familiar with the game, Jared Goff, per Rob Saleh.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the under on that one.
All right. Sam Flannel?
I'm going to go with the under as well. It's just such a disparity between home and road with Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is going to play well. I think he's
31.5.
Yes,
Sorry.
That's a pretty big number. I think he's going to play pretty well. I think he's going to play relatively clean, but I also think he's not going to have to do too much for the Lions to win, especially against this Jets pass defense, which is one of the best in the league, quite frankly, with one of the best secondaries in the league. I think he gets slightly under, but he's clean and it won't matter.
Okay, Chris?
I'm just going with the under. I don't think Goff's going to have a bad game by any means, but I think just on the road, tougher defense, he'll be a little less than stellar, a little worse than we've seen him recently, but not bad.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
it
going
still gets
under.
the job done against the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets have a great secondary, one of the best secondaries in football. I think I just said before we started this, I think by the numbers, I said I had him at like 215. That's what I expect. I expect him to be around 200 and 220, so just under, but he still has a good game. And that will do it for Prop It Up. Prop It Up, unless you want to get one more in.
Sneak one more. Let me sneak one more in.
Yeah.
All right, I know somebody personally who may or may not be riding on something that can win them upwards of 6 figures. And they're counting on the under in this game, 44.5. I'm not answering. But what do you guys? I'll ask you guys. That's a chat. We'll make it a poll.
I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under 44.5. I think it's hard to see the Jets getting to 20 with Zach Wilson leading the offense.
That's fair. Sam?
Under as well. I don't think the Jets are going to score any more than 10 to 14 points. Give me the under.
Chris?
I'll take the under as well.
All right.
I'll take the under.
That'll do it. That'll do it for Prop It Up.
That'll do it, donkey.
Prop It Up, Prop It Up. And let me tell you, if you're expecting 6 figures off a parlay, you might need some extra protection. And we got it for you. That's Guardian Alarm, because Guardian Alarm will keep you safe and give you peace of mind whether you're at home or on the road with their 24/7 local monitoring. They make sure the things that are important to you stay safe. All you have to do is call 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT right now and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuffa Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward in Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff a Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Three NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Oh, I thought chili peppers.
Damn!
Oh, my bad.
Armani! Dropping a 20-pounder!
Dropping them 20 pounds.
Kind of big on the right, but
nobody wants to look like
tight
that.
on the left.
Everybody wants to look like that. The guy looks like that might be playing for the Jets. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, might be taking an L this weekend.
In all seriousness, Custom Health Centers can help you lose some weight if you're looking for it. All you have to do is call them at 844-789-8446. 844-789-8446. Call them today. Custom Health Centers can help you reach your ideal weight. I still think it's a little prejudiced to make us do these reads. Uptime.
Yeah.
But welcome back, everybody, to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Spencer Raxter. He's Speakeasy. I can't even say it. We got Quarantine Chris in the booth.
Someone.
And
is it a comment?
No, Rachel. Can you shut the door, please, real quick? Just real quick. And Sam Flannel filling in for JB on the ones and twos, dude. The guy is sat down today. He's got the biggest nose I've ever seen in my entire life. Bro.
Wow, dude.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Tell me to go take a picture and send it to Chris.
I looked at it and it scared me at first. I was like, whoa!
Man got dick on his face.
I thought it was gonna poke me in the eye, but no. We just got done with.
Let's do one of them boys.
That was so big, dude. I got comically big.
Hey, Chris.
Sometimes some undercover boss.
Have the cake cam ready.
Yeah.
Just in case.
For real.
Bro, that thing.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to see it.
That was a fucking honker, bro. But, I'm sorry. I like it. It feels like it wasn't even real. But we just got done with the Prop It Up segment. And next up, Eazy wrote down one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life for a second. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, it kind of it's bad. I don't like it. I want to hear your take on it.
All right.
Is the Lions season a failure if they don't make the playoffs? You want to read my notes for this?
Yeah.
Is the Lions season a failure if they don't make the playoffs? No. So, easy. Let me see how you're feeling.
You want to read my notes for this?
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, no, I'm just kidding. Indubitably, no, hell no. I think a season like this goes a long, long way.
Yes.
I figured I'd ask because people expect a lot of this team. Apparently, we have a top 5 quarterback, so I'm assuming if you have a top 5 quarterback, then you should be winning Super Bowls and stuff like that, or at least being conference championship. So I guess that's why I asked the question. No, but seriously, no. Hell no. I think a season like this goes a long way in terms of building like a culture, in terms of building like your brand, your identity, if you will. Like, even if we don't make the playoffs, you head into an off season after people witness you start the season 1-6, climb back from that, be in the playoff conversation all the way up to the end. I think teams are more prone to check out the Detroit Lions when they're shopping for agency. I think Brad Holmes, everything about it, I think is good for the team, good for the culture, good for the city.
Yes.
I think more so for agency though, and honestly Ben Johnson too. Like if he's truly taking like interviews over this offseason for head coaching jobs, and like Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable in certain situations like Denver because they just paid a shit quarterback $50+ million for X amount of years. Then maybe he's like, you know what, let me go win one in Detroit real quick, and then I'll hit the open market.
Yeah, you look at it, and Rita in the Woodward Sports chat says, no, I didn't expect us to make the playoffs. And I agree. I didn't expect the Lions to make the playoffs this year either. And at the beginning of the year, if you're looking at their win total right now, they're right around where Vegas predicted them to be. They're right around where a lot of people predicted them to be. And that is okay for me because I had them at 7 wins, so I'm happy. And then in the middle of the season, they're sitting at 1-6. And you're saying, yeah, that's a failure. And now they play 6 great football games in a row, and you're like, wow, they clawed themselves out of the depths of travesty. They clawed themselves out of the dungeon of the NFL and are actually a respectable football team now for the last 7 weeks. And the Detroit Lions this season, like you said, it's good for the young players to experience winning, even for a limited amount of time. It's good for the confidence of the veterans on this team that can actually buy back into Dan Campbell and be like, all right, what he's preaching is working. It's good for the city because just to see this team fighting, to see this team winning for the hardcore fans and the hardcore, Lions supporters like ourselves that know the state of the team and how the rookies laid out and how this was going to be Lions fans, how this was going to be a building year. It's not something that we didn't expect, but for more casual fans, and for for national fans, they're like, oh, it's just the Lions. Look at them, they're 1-6, but now they're climbing up. They could go 500 after this game. They could get to 10 wins and have a chance to make it to the playoffs. That is something you wished for at the beginning of this year, and it's something I'm very proud of the Lions for doing, something I'm very proud of Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes for building, cultivating, and creating somewhat of a winning environment, even if it is only for a 7-game stretch. It means the world to not only the young players on the team, but the front coach or the head coach and front office, the front butt and bottom office, but the head coach in the front office and fans all over the place. So it's an overall success for me, even if they miss the playoffs. I had them at 7 wins. I've stayed tight to that all year. I think they're going to overcome that. Obviously, I think they can win. I think they can win out. I don't think they will, but it's very possible that they can. Possible. Yeah, it's extremely possible. This is their hardest game remaining all year against the New York Jets.
Panthers a little bit of a trap game, too.
Panthers are a trap game, but still, I'm more worried about the Jets than I would be the Panthers.
That's fair.
Sam, how do you feel about this?
It's certainly not a failure if they don't make the playoffs. Coming into the season, our expectations for the Lions weren't playoffs. We were looking to see improvement. We were looking to see them get more wins. Check. We were looking to see coaching improvements from both the head coach and the assistants. Check. We were looking to see for development from certain players, like second-year players like Amon-Ra St. Brown, Penei Sewell. Check. We were looking to see if some of the draft picks, if this would end up being a good draft class. Check. Everything that the Lions we're hoping for this season has basically come to fruition already, and there's still 4 games left. It would be a bonus if they make the playoffs. And don't get me wrong, new circumstances sort of temper new expectations, and at this point they absolutely can win out. They can run the table and be 10-7 and go to the playoffs, but at the same time, you can't say that it's a disappointment or a failure if they don't. They're looking at their floor right now probably being 8 wins. That's what I predicted them to have. That's more than double they had last year. This season is a success no matter how the season ends.
Very well said, Sam Flannel. He's right. He's right. It is important.
It's funny you were on solo cam the whole time.
Yeah, I know. I forgot Sam Flannel's cam is having some audio problem, or his cam is having some audio problems. Sam Flannel's camera is having.
What if they don't win out though? Like, what if this game's a loss and the rest of them are losses too?
They lose the rest of the games.
They don't hit that 6.5.
That would be a little disappointing, yes. But still, I predicted them at 7 wins, so I'm not disappointed by the season.
Yeah.
They had a great stretch in there.
That's fair. God.
the voice of God, yeah. If they lose out, I would say if they lose out, the only way this season could possibly be a failure is if they completely lose out. That's not going to happen, but if they do, it would require some type of implosion. I guess if they lose out, it's a failure. But anything other than that, this season is, for the most part, a success.
Yeah, and he's right.
Like psychopaths right now. I'm looking at guy, your mouth. Listen, we're just tuning for the first time. They're like, what
is happening?
What the ham sandwich?
Sam Flannel's right, though. They're not going to lose out.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind that they will not lose out.
No.
I think it's more likely they win out than they lose out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say right now it's already success. They turned it around mid-season. You got these guys working hard. You have them playing at a high level, and impressive, very impressive. Hopefully now Baker Mayfield just poops the bed for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail right in the head too, Sam. Like the checklist you had is fire. I mean that's everything we were looking for out of the season, right? Like, and we've nailed every single one of them. And now, literally, playoffs is like being discussed. It's insane. We're having meaningful football games in December as Detroit Lions fans. Like I can't ask for much more.
That's what you ask for. Is you ask to be in the hunt at the end of December, and that's exactly where they are. And something else you can ask for is some great food, and the only place you can get it is Big Boy, because wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the classic meatloaf. I'm a big meatloaf guy, or Cajun chicken Alfredo, which sounds real dank. How about breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes are back. Throw a little ketchup, a little hot sauce on those bad boys. Creme de la creme right there. They got the Lumberjack, the Santa Fe Garden, or the Blockbuster. Stop by your local Big Boy today and satisfy those taste buds.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Market, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Chili Peppers Tanning's where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless, sanitized rooms with trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals where they beat all competitors by how many? How many dollars? $5, y'all. And while you're there, don't forget to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Easy. You want to say it or you want me to say it?
$5?
Swedish Beauty Lotions. Come on.
Swedish Beauty Lotions.
ChiliPeppersTanning.com. The hottest balls,
Chili
the hottest
Peppers
deals, the darkest tans. Your Vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more on the way.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. I am Spencer Raxter. He is the one and only Speak Easy. We've got Quarantine Chris in the TD booth, and our boy Sam Flannel filling in for JB on the ones and twos. We just got done talking about a ridiculous question. Ridiculous.
Blasphemous.
We got to ask
ridiculous. But now we get to talk about some fun. We get to talk about she sent me a picture of it. But we just
send to Chris.
Is it going to Slack?
You have to.
Dude, all right. But let's
just do like a cut.
Yeah, I'll zoom in. I'll zoom in on it.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Jameson Williams and his expectations. Oh my God, going forward. Oh
How did she do
it, dude? It's great. She did it scandalously.
All right, I'll talk about Jameson Williams. You get that picture in.
Jameson Williams.
We got to do this thing. All right, people love it. I'm starting to love it too, especially after last week. I try to get you on the show every day. You already know that. But I'm glad you're here to talk about this too. Jameson Williams' hype train has been insane.
Yeah.
Before he hit the field, after he hit the field, even for like 6 plays, and then last week, it kind of rewards you a bit there. His first catch, touchdown. I want to know where's Jameson Williams' stock. What can we expect in week 3, Flannel Sam?
I mean, it's been sort of rising ever since he debuted, because in his debut, as we all remember, he didn't really do anything. He was more of a decoy.
Don't use that.
He was more of a decoy and didn't get really. He got that one target. He was way out of bounds. It didn't matter. But in the second game, they actually gave him that throw on that long touchdown pass, a 41-yarder, where he was wide open, which is exactly the type of play that Jameson Williams was brought here to make.
Amen.
And those are the type of plays he's capable of making every single time he touches the ball. I look for him in this next game to get more targets, become more involved in the offense, not really be used as sort of like a decoy or a gadget, but maybe get some crossing routes down the middle of the field, which he can also take to the house. I think it was just kind of a progression. Get his rookie legs under him initially, get him to feel good with a play, to utilize his skill set, what he does best, which it worked, set the tone for the game, and now this week become an integral part of this offense and get multiple targets, maybe multiple catches, and maybe another big game-breaking play.
Yeah. I agree, and we just got some great advice in the chat from Fish Stick Pod. Save it for the last segment. So we're gonna show you the nose, but you gotta wait for it. I'm telling you. I said it to Chris. He started laughing as soon as I said to him because it's a beak, man. But, all right, Jameson Williams, right?
Thing is powerful.
Yes. It is powerful. It is powerful. That boy can shoot a booger across the moon.
Can't stop. His nose can hear you.
Good thing it's not his ears.
That thing stiff sounds. The vibrations rub the nose hairs inside. He knows exactly what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Dude,
like the next form of predator.
The crimson chin. But Jameson Williams, I agree with you. I think he's going to have a good game. I think he's going to get targeted a lot more. Obviously, he only had a couple targets in the beginning of the beginning of his career so far, but I think he's going to be more integrated into the offense this game. I think I could see him getting 3, 4, 5 catches, maybe a big one. I want to see him break another one because that was awesome. How awesome was that? There was nobody within 15 yards of the guy.
That's one of those plays where it's like, that's why we brought you here.
Yes.
I know it was a busted coverage, but it's still Jameson Williams. He is one of the fastest players in the NFL, and he was so wide open. It was beautiful. Those are the kind of plays that Jameson Williams is here to make, and he's going to make more of those. He's going to make a few, I think, even at the end of this year and going into his career, that you're like, only Jameson Williams and maybe Tyreek Hill could make that play.
Facts.
That's what we're looking for Jameson Williams.
What do you guys credit that drop to? Like a little bit of rust?
Just a little bit of rust, yeah. It's not being on target.
Because did the touchdown feel a little gimmicky to you guys or no?
I mean, it was a busted coverage, yeah. But it takes a type of speed like that to break coverage.
Do you think he broke the coverage, or the guy just didn't know his assignment?
I think he broke the coverage.
He just broke the game.
Come on, Easy. Don't be the wet blanket.
It was
Jameson Williams'
Is a wet
first
blanket? Tell me not to be a wet blanket.
It was Jameson Williams' first touchdown. It was a 41-yarder, which is exactly why he's here to make plays just like that. Just enjoy it, Easy. I don't care if it was a busted coverage.
No, I know. I'm with you guys. I'm just wondering, like, the reality of the situation. Like, it was a little gimmicky.
It was a little. I mean, it was a busted coverage. That doesn't happen too often. But I also you can see the speed. You can see the reason, why you have to be aware of him at all times.
Yeah,
is because things like that will happen, and he'll get behind you. So I expect him to make some plays that are less gimmicky for Easy in this game against the Jets. But
in the NFL
also,
last week.
I'm sorry, I got to change the topic real fast. I just can't stop thinking about it. What if he's like in the chat he's like, oh yeah, let's see this guy's nose, and he doesn't know it's him.
He's like, hey, what is that in there?
Yeah.
Maybe we.
No, we're definitely doing it.
Yeah. All right,
100%.
we're doing it.
I can't not do it now. It's too fun.
I'm so excited. I haven't seen this thing.
Yeah, but. What are your feelings about Jameson Williams?
My Jameson Williams stock watch. Last week I got him per PFF. He played 13 snaps, 6 of them passing, 7 of them running. But per Joey 2 times, he played 7 passing routes, 3 targets, 8 routes ran, 1 drop.
And the drop was, it would have been a great catch if he made the catch.
I mean, no, I don't think
the first game.
Oh, the first game. I'm talking about the
last game.
Yeah, Jamo's second game.
I didn't notice he had a drop.
We had 2 targets. 2 targets for sure. Oh, Joey's talking about like on the year.
On the year, yeah.
Okay.
And the drop he had on the year would have been an amazing catch.
I was say, yeah, PFF was like, PFF only had him running like 6 routes or whatever. But, hey, that makes sense. To be honest with you guys, too, like, I think he could be ultimately the most explosive guy in this game against the Jets, only because there's just so much attention to a DJ Chark. There's so much attention to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And, like, I could see him running. Like, I could see him in the slot. Yeah, we've seen Amon-Ra as next, and he works well as next. I know he's not your ideal for next. You want usually like a lengthier, faster guy, but Amon-Ra has done it. You know what I'm saying? He's done it pretty damn well. We've all put him in the top 10 conversation of wide receivers, and like they're definitely aware of Jameson Williams, especially after last week him having that touchdown in his first ever catch. But like, I mean, I gotta assume he's gonna have the most like busted, broken dude on him.
Yeah.
Because I mean, DJ's been going off too, and he's like the for sure thing. Like. I feel like he can have a big one in this game.
And I also think it's like, obviously Sauce has seen it before. He played against him in Alabama.
Yeah.
And they didn't. Nick Saban going into that game said we're not targeting Sauce Gardner at all. And that's not what it is in the NFL. You know, Sauce Gardner's great, but he's not Darrelle Revis. And so I don't expect them to just target Sauce and go after him, but what I was getting to is it's like I feel like J-Mo's speed and his quickness is kind of like you have to see it to adjust to it type of thing.
Yeah.
Like you can't be ready for that kind of speed. And I'm saying Sauce will be ready for it because he's played him before, so he knows how fast he is. But like other guys that line up against him aren't going to be like prepared for that type of speed.
And you want to know, like, you saw the stat. You guys obviously know we talked about it on BD, but him being the fastest player last week in Week 14, 20 miles per hour, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely. I've always asked, like, it's not fair to compare anyone to Tyreek Hill because Tyreek Hill's the fastest dude I think I've ever seen play. But Tyreek did have that like little rugby touchdown. Yeah. To where like he had to have gotten going on that thing to run it in. So like Tyreek had an open sprint like to the crib, and J-Mo still was faster than that. Matter of fact, he had to slow down to catch the touchdown pass. Like I got to temper my excitement for him because he is a rookie, but
don't temper anything.
No, we all know that Tyreek Hill touchdown where he recovered that fumble was because of Tua's leadership. Come on now.
Yeah, it's true.
Tua expertly put the ball on the ground at the exact spot where I forget who it was. I think it was Armstead though. He actually like was in the bottom of the pile and like shoved the ball out to Tyreek Hill.
That's the one guy you don't want to get the ball in the fumble.
And then the Dolphins player.
No, I know.
On the bottom of the file and shoved it out.
I know. I'm saying like as like anybody in the NFL, like you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, like it's a wrap. Like, all right, guys, might as well head to the sideline, get some Gatorade. It's a wrap.
It's like cuts to like the Hasbullah video where he's just like running away from everybody. That's like Tyreek Hill when he gets the ball in his hands.
Ooh. All right. Were there props for J-Mo? I'm just excited, bro. I mean, come on. Dude was faster than Tyreek Hill last week, and Tyreek was sprinting his ass off. Is there props for him?
Receiving yards? No, they only got.
So I'm ready to set a heavyweight prop on it.
They only got Amon-Ra, Chark, and Conklin for receiving yards.
Flannel Sam.
Yo.
Give us a heavyweight prop for J-Mo this week and over/under in yards.
That's DJ Chark's was like 35.5. You know what? Because it's the heavyweight prop, and there are no rules.
Heavyweight sportsbook.
You know what? 54.5.
Under.
Ooh. Under? I'm the wet blanket. You're quick as hell.
Well, I mean, I just don't think he'll get that many targets. I don't know. But that also is just one play for Jameson Williams.
I mean, 41 last week if he would have just caught one more
40
pass.
and a half.
40 and a half.
40 and a half. I'm going to go over it.
I go over. I mean, when you're Jameson Williams, when you have that kind of speed, which is it's a non-negotiable, and he's a good route runner, you're going to have chances to get open downfield every single game. And as long as your quarterback, in this case Jared Goff, can hit you once, you're over 40 and a half already.
Facts.
Yep.
Facts. And that's just the truth. But
Steve Lehman in the Woodward Sports Chat says, I would have played J-Mo, honestly. I think you would love to play him in this game. Against a top 5 passing defense for him to get some experience against, dare I say, Sauce Gardner, a top 5 cornerback in the league right now, too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. I want him to have that experience. I want him to have those reps and learn what he did wrong or what he did one time to beat him, but Goff maybe just missed him at that point. I definitely want him in this game.
I don't know if he's talking about fantasy, though. He might be talking about fantasy.
He's talking about fantasy.
If he's talking about fantasy, I agree with him. But
I agree, too. It'd be a ballsy move.
Stick played him last week.
He did. Stick's a ballsy guy, too. But Stick's he's the homer of the number for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
But tell us about Swiss.
Swiss cheese, like the Jets defense, or Swiss insurance?
No, Swiss cheese would be the opposite of the Jets defense.
Oh no, this weekend they're like Swiss cheese, baby.
Tell us about
they look
Swiss
like
insurance.
Swiss cheese. Let me tell you about Swiss insurance, guys. Because with the holiday season here, Swiss Insurance wants to remind you to insure those gifts of jewelry or other collectibles so they're safe. In the last 3 weeks, Swiss has saved its clients an average of 26% on their insurance premiums while increasing the coverage. That's a lot of money to free up some extra cash for the giving season. Guys, take care of your nose, all right? Keep it off the big screen here at Woodward Sports. Happy holidays. Go Lions. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
You want to see this?
It's back. Year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuffa Studio is here. The past 2 years, we've collected new unwrapped toys and stuffed our studio so we could hardly fit in it. This year, we're doing it even bigger. Join Woodward Sports and our whole family December 19th to the 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping or just sitting on your couch ordering presents, make sure you grab one extra and drop it off at our studio, 15 Mile in Woodward and Birmingham. We'll be collecting toys around the clock to make sure every child in Mott's Children's Hospital feels the warmth of the holiday season. It's the time of year to do for others. Help us stuff our studio. Special thanks to all the wonderful elves at Meyer and Guardian Alarm for keeping the toys safe. Stuff a Studio 2022 with Woodward Sports.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
All right, I got you.
Guys, if you had a nose like that, you could fit lots of stuff in there. That door is open, and they're going to hear me. But it is year 3 of Woodward Sports Stuffa Studio. We are collecting new unwrapped toys and stuff in our studio until we can hardly fit. Join Woodward Sports and the whole family December 19th, or now, you can start now, to December 23rd as we stuff our studio. While you're out shopping, make sure you grab one extra gift and drop it off at our studio by 15 Mile out in Woodward over in Birmingham. While we'll be collecting toys around the clock, playing 2K, bring us some food, you know that. We'll play some Madden too. Maybe we'll make some friendly wagers, all right? I'm down for it. Help us stuff our studio with a special thanks to wonderful elves at Meyer and, of course, Guardian Alarm for keeping the studio safe.
And bring food. What up, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I am Spencer Raxter. He is Speak Easy. We've got
baby.
Quarantine Chris in the TD booth.
Oh, why'd you pause? Because you looked like weird as hell. Why were you looking at him like that? Did you see that? Jeez. You were doing this. You're like...
I
was like, to solo cam real quick.
Kubrick stare, dude. Dude was hitting the Kubrick stare at the booth.
I can't look at my head.
I know I was definitely making a weird face because I was looking at one thing and then looking at
staring into his soul, bro. That's weird.
He was staring into my soul for sure.
Jeez, dude.
I was like, oh.
That's how you got your nickname, like that stuff.
We got Flannel Sam in the man's chair for the time being.
I'll post that on my socials if anyone wants to see that. I'm gonna grab that from the multi-coder. That was wild.
Dude was looking like what's his name in The Shining, bro? That scared me.
Yeah,
the Kubrick stare, right? That's what it's called.
I don't know.
It's where you like take a shot, like
he was even looking at me, and I felt it. Yeah, I was like,
shit pierced my soul, bro. I was like, hey,
that's crazy.
I'm glad there's glass in
quarantine All right, time for the
now I gotta see it.
Right.
Now I gotta see
it's time for the Pick'em segment. After that rattled me. That rattled me. But it's time for the Pick'em segment. First things first game of the week. Easy first picker. Falcons at Saints. Who do you got?
Sam, is there any injury situations going on with the Saints? Like, is Andy Dalton good?
That I'm not sure.
Pretty sure Andy Dalton's fine.
I'm going on a limb here. I'm going to say Saints. Give me the Saints in that one.
All right, Sam Flannel?
I got to go Falcons. The Saints are done. I mean, they're both not very good teams. I just think the Falcons, they have a little bit more to play for. Maybe Desmond Ridder, kind of a little beginner's luck. Give me the Falcons.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Dude, I have no clue who's in this game. I have absolutely... This is the most lost I've ever been on a pick. I'm going with the Falcons. Shout out Atlanta.
I'm going to go with the Saints as well. I think...
You marked me down as Falcons, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep eye on the chat. JB's putting his picks in there.
I saw it. JB is taking the Saints as well. I think the Saints get it done. I think Alvin Kamara takes care of business. Next up, big game. Lions and Jets. What do you got?
Damn, already. Detroit Lions. Give me the Lions. Quinn Williams, game time decision.
Sam Flannel.
Give me the Lions. I especially with Zach Wilson playing. I think the Lions defense can have their best performance of the year and hold the Jets between 10 and 17. Give me the Lions.
Chris.
It's got to be the Lions, man. It's got to be the Lions. Lions are going to win. I don't think they're going to score a lot of points. I think Goff is going to have a less stellar game, like I said earlier, but still a good enough game to get it done against Zach Wilson.
JB's taking the Lions as well. I'm taking the Lions as well. And for back-to-back weeks, this is going to be my lock.
Your lock.
My lock.
All right.
I think Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson makes it a lock for me. Next up, we got Steelers at Panthers. Who do you got?
Panthers. That defense. The Panthers actually have a legit defense. It's showed up like a couple times this year. It's actually some of the only reasons they have like some dubs in the schedule. Give me the Panthers all day.
All right, Flannel.
Yeah, I got the Panthers as well. J.C. Horn and Brian Burns are dudes, some of the best defensive players in the league. And Sam Darnold, he's given them a little bit of a spark on offense. He's been better quarterback than Baker Mayfield was. Give me the Panthers. They're playing well.
Chris.
Who? What was it? Panthers versus who?
Steelers.
Panthers versus Steelers. Ooh, this game. I thought I didn't know a lot about the last game. I know nothing about this game. I guess I'll take the Panthers.
I am also going with Carolina, and so is JB.
Let's go.
Next up, we got Patriots at Raiders. Who do you got, Eazy?
Patriots at Raiders. I checked the lines earlier, and the Raiders are actually favored in this one. I think the Patriots defense is legit. I don't know if anybody's hurt. I don't know if somebody got hurt, and maybe that's why it's coming up. But Matt Judon, Jack Jones, Bill Belichick, give me the Patriots. The Raiders just choked against Baker Mayfield in his first game in the LA Rams uniform.
Oh, that's actually, I might change my pick.
Yeah, I was thinking Raiders, but then I remember that.
But you know what, the Raiders,
We didn't learn from it.
There's no reason that they should be this bad. Josh Jacobs is leading the NFL in rushing. Devontae Adams is having his typical dominant year, and Max Crosby's having the best year of his career, and they're still losing, but not today. Give me the Raiders.
Ooh.
Chris.
Is it in Foxborough?
It is in Vegas.
Oh, okay. Then I will also go. No, actually, no. Flannel Sam picked the Raiders, so I got to protect myself.
That's fair.
To protect myself, I'll go with the Patriots.
That's very fair, Chris.
I am going to go with the Raiders. I'm with Flannel Sam on this one. I think they have to bounce back from that.
Historically, not a good move.
It's, historically not a good move. You're right, but I agree with him on this one. JB is also going with the Raiders. Next up, we got Rams at Packers. Who do you got?
Rams at Pack. Give me the Packers. Come on, dude. Baker Mayfield, another one. You can't get lucky at that twice.
All right.
Give me the Packers on this one. That very quietly, the Aaron Rodgers to Christian Watson connection is heating up. That might be his new number one receiver of the future. Give me the Packers today.
Chris?
Ooh. Packers versus who?
Rams.
Rams? Oh, got to be Packers all day. All day.
I'm also going Packers. I just don't think that Baker Mayfield can't do it again. I hate Baker Mayfield so much.
Just got to root against that pick.
Yeah, we got to speak it into existence. Speak that into existence. F the Rams.
Yeah, F the Rams. F the Rams for sure. We'll wait. I'll get JB's in a second. JB's has the Packers for his lock.
Damn.
That's a good one.
He just sniped a damn good lock.
That is a damn good lock. Next up, we got Titans at Chargers. Who do you got, Easy?
Titans at Chargers. Oh, man. Titans are a good team. They lost some rough games.
Chargers
got
run.
Everybody healthy. Keenan Allen back. Mike Williams back. Justin Herbert looked phenomenal. Give me the Chargers.
Can't stop the run, though.
I don't give a lovely mother.
And that could hurt him with Derrick Henry coming to town. But I got the Chargers on this one because Justin Herbert is playing some of the best football of his career. He's gonna go on a hot streak to end the season. He is going to maybe stake a claim as the second best quarterback in the league. I'm not saying he'll get it, but he's going to play well enough to be in that consideration.
I like that. Chris?
Titans, all they got is Derrick Henry, so I'm gonna go against that, and I'm gonna pick the Chargers.
The Chargers.
Man, my gut's telling me go Titans for some reason. I don't know why. I just think they can run the ball so well, and they're such a tough team. But I'm gonna go Chargers. They have too many weapons.
They just got freaking what's his name? Trevor Lawrence put a clinic on the Titans last week.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers, and so is JB. Final game: Giants at Commanders. Who you got?
I don't know who's all healthy back for the New York Giants, but I'm gonna go with Giants. Is Chase Young back?
I'm not sure.
Wow,
Flannel.
Giants. That's pretty crazy. Chase Young is questionable. I'm gonna go with the Commanders because of Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat, elite unit. Give me the Washington.
Right hand up. Who are we? The Commanders.
I'm going with the Commanders.
Commanders.
The Durs.
The Durs. The Durs.
The Commies.
I'm also going with the Durs. I just think they're a better team.
Chargers my lock.
And we need Chargers are Easy's lock.
Lock it in.
And we need the Commanders to win. Let's see. JB say something yet?
JB's still taking his time.
Still taking his time.
Who's your lock, Sam?
Sam, who's your lock?
Panthers.
Panthers
Panthers
That's a good
are your
too.
lock.
I considered it.
That's a good one.
Chris?
Oof. Are
Here's
we
remember we
at
picked.
time for locks?
Huh?
Are we at time for locks?
Actually, might be starting.
Just say who's your lock.
You get. You
What
can
are my
choose
options?
between New England, Washington, or Atlanta.
Ooh.
Where's Scott? I went for Scott and his picks.
I'm gonna lock. I'll lock the Patriots. I'll do that.
That's a good lock too. I'm not mad at that one.
Yeah, did JB put his pick in there for the last one? I don't see it. I see him saying
see
Giants think
Chargers.
Wentz actually might be starting.
Giants. He thinks Wentz actually. might be
Giants.
starting.
I
Yeah.
think Wentz actually. Okay.
And by the way, Chris and JB ended up in a tie last week. We got to figure that thing out.
Yeah.
We were.
They should both get -1 to start this week.
No, I think we should just either
We'll
do
throw
what
an
we were
NBA game
going
in
to
there.
do, which is one of us wear the suit each hour of a show, or
Yeah.
we were going to originally
You guys
do the
been way
Thursday
too sick.
thing.
Yeah, they
but
were
then we
gonna do
both
the
got
Thursday
sick.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it next segment.
We'll talk about it next segment. For
And
sure.
we got the
Let me
nose
tell you
coming
guys about Planet Fitness, because Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. A full-body workout in just 30 minutes in the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all of this for just $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Golf, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Jeff Akuta and Wicked Awesome Wishes present Hope for the Holidays. Jeff Akuta gives his financial support, time, and love for the city of Detroit with Chad Johnson and his amazing foundation, Wicked Awesome Wishes. Together, Jeff and Chad have been game planning all year long to make this Christmas one to remember for underprivileged children and their families. Special thanks to Lions players Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tracy Walker, Will Harris, and more, along with Lions alumni Lomas Brown and Joyak Bell, and the awesome people at Lighthouse Coolidge Community Building in Oak Park. Together, we'll make sure every child has new shoes, warm coats, hats, and socks, plus free haircuts to help everyone feel their best. And don't forget Woodward Sports' Braylon Edwards, Ryan Armani, and Darren McCarty will be there too. Hope for the holidays from Jeff Akuta and Wicked Awesome Wishes.
At Alta.
Uptime.
Matters. Alta equipment is everything you need to get the job done. You got a big project coming up? Alta has you covered. Give them a call today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta equipment where?
Uptime.
Matters.
What up, though, everybody? Oh my God.
Oh, that's not. That's
this,
not
this decision is not my decision. I mean, I was out there.
You got a
today.
video
I
playing
did
behind it or something?
Is there music?
Got a lot
Is
of
there-
reps in the
Yeah,
line, so
but that was.
What the hell was that?
It must have happened like that one time.
This is right after he's. I mean, you did do a good job with the camera thing, but right after you're like, I'm a professional. Don't worry.
I really did.
But man, what up though?
His
everybody,
nose has its own
welcome
conscience. That's what that
to
was.
the Woodward.
And you threw it up right away. You had to like keep it to the
The
end.
Woodward Heavyweight live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Spencer Raxter. He is Speak Easy. We got Quarantine Chris in the TD booth and Sam Flannel filling in for JB. So that was that. That was the schnoz right there. But
It looked like it's Steve Carell schnoz.
No,
dude.
They have to
That's
see
a
it in
monster.
person.
I'm telling you, it's a lot worse in real life.
Monsters.
Is he still there?
I can't
I
tell.
don't know, but dude, I'm telling you, that boy was a honker.
Chat. I'm curious. The chat was like disappointed with that one. Can I see it one more time?
I got
Just hit the
you.
buzz B or turn
Hold on.
the sound. I don't know how you did that, but
Yeah, let me just remake it. Give me a quick second.
All right. How are we gonna solve this tie between him and JB?
They should
Because they
just
both
fight.
like NBA. It gives Chris like a shot a little bit. He's.
JB doesn't really know that. I feel like Chris has a big advantage.
I mean, he says he does, but like he also said he's like the greatest. And we asked him his Elon Musk pitch, and it was like, I'm the greatest. That's it.
But I am the greatest.
That's true. I don't know. It's a good question.
Flannel Sam, what do you think?
I don't think that JB has as big of an NBA picking disadvantage against Chris as you think. JB knows his stuff, and I think that he would tell you that he can beat Chris in that. So I think he would agree to it, honestly.
Yeah.
When I asked JB, he did say the Thursday night game, but I was like, that's kind of unfair to Chris, though.
Yeah.
A what game?
The Thursday night football game.
Oh,
Like, he
no,
has
I
a
was
double
down
hand.
with it. That was what we were originally gonna do, and then
You got
I
him
got
sick
sick,
with the
and then I
post-game-
tried to take
post-show
JB down
celebration.
with me.
Show celebration.
Great show!
I can't think of really anything else that we'd be able to do for it, though.
I think we should do it.
I
like
think they should
NBA.
just fight. They should like play one of these games.
Oh, 2K or Madden?
No, JB said he
No.
sucks at 2K, but like one of these games, like Battleship or something.
These are for the kids.
Well, kids
Man,
can wait.
F them getting up.
Whoa!
I'll play it.
JB says we can do NBA or best of the Saturday games. What do you think, Chris?
I heard a clank. I don't know what that was when I heard a clank.
I just took a shit.
Was that his nose?
Easy just dropped some kids off in the pool.
My balls just dropped. Best of Saturday. I mean, if we really
Saturday's college football. I know nothing about that.
No, it's not. No,
Three
it's
Saturday
not
games.
All right, so
football.
NBA.
It's NFL.
NBA. Because someone's going to wear it Monday. You or JB. What is the NBA slate right now? I'm going to look it up right now. NBA games today.
You can fly away with me tonight. There's NBA would be fair.
All right.
Yeah.
So we have Kings Pistons tipping off in 4 minutes.
Okay.
Hawks Hornets. Nets Raptors. Warriors. Actually, if you guys pick the same game, they should just pick the whole slate. Have them texted the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Winner wears a suit on Monday.
Winner
That's
wears the
fair.
suit on Monday.
All right. We did it.
I agree to these terms and conditions.
We solved the crisis.
We did.
You got the schnoz ready again?
I got the schnoz ready again, dude.
Let's see.
And I zoomed in because Easy just didn't pay enough respect on this. Why is it doing this?
Why you suck?
There we go. Got it. Figured it out.
It's a honker, dude. Think of like.
That thing.
Do you want me to take a picture of your nose and put it next to it?
I guess.
So you can respect
No, I really
how
don't.
big that nose is.
That thing has won and lost wars.
Sam, am I the only one that's like disappointed?
I mean, it's a schnoz, like as they would say. But I hope this guy. I honestly hope that this guy, like, either gets women or he's married or something like that, so he doesn't have to live with that insecurity his whole life, and he can just throw it all back in our faces if he's the one like banging tens every night, right? Wouldn't that just be the best revenge?
For sure.
No,
I mean,
I
I'm not
don't
rooting
bang
for this guy.
none of that. Yeah, I'm not
Here,
rooting for
Chris,
that
I'm
guy.
gonna send you Easy's nose, and you
It's
can
the
put it
nose of
next-
an evil villain. Like it's definitely like there, right? It's a big nose, but like I don't know if it was like.
I'm telling you, bro. He took his coat off, turned around, and it poked me in the eye. That thing was huge.
I'm waiting for him to turn around.
When Easy ripped it, he smelled it.
There should be like two. I'm trying to see what they're saying. This is split half the show. I don't want them to do that though because half these dudes have freaking some type of illness every other day. That's literally what happened this week. I don't want anybody else getting sick.
Well, mine are all mental and physical, so we're good.
I sent you the picture of Eazy's.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Why?
So you can do it side by side. And you have a pretty normal.
I King Horse was a great point. Derek Lalonde. Derek Lalonde has a schnoz.
Derek Lalonde has a schnoz. He looks like Groot.
Because he looks exactly like Groot. It is wild how much he looks like Groot.
He looks a lot like Groot.
When I hear him speak and he doesn't have the accent, I'm just like,
easy. This doesn't pale in comparison.
Pale? Is
you have a normal sized nose.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
You have an average nose. You know?
Oh, you're mid. You're a real mid nose.
You got a real mid nose.
To be fair, I'll reset the scale on his.
All right.
Just to.
Or you can zoom them both in.
Not but. Yeah, let me do that.
You got it. Yeah. Well, Derek Lalonde, does he look more like Uncle Fester or Groot?
Groot. He looks like he.
I can't wait.
I don't know how much actors getting paid these days, but like somebody should offer him a gross amount of money to
be a live.
Yeah.
Live action Groot.
100%. Like when he talks, I fully expect to hear an accent every single time. Maybe not even Groot's accent, but at least some type of like Slavic or like
Steve
Russian.
Steve Carell do Groot?
Yeah, he does. Steve Carell's got a schnoz.
Yeah, he's got a schnoz too.
Who's got a bigger schnoz, Steve Carell or this guy over here?
Probably this guy.
To be honest with you,
no comparison. No comparison, dude.
No,
that's fair.
No comparison.
That's fair. That's crazy to see the reflection of your fucking ham fist in the window there.
My ham ball.
Ham hockey.
Yeah, all right, well, that'll do it for us today. We appreciate you all for tapping in to the Woodward Heavyweights live from 5 to 7 on woodwardsports.com. We appreciate Sam Flannel for... Dude, the nose. We appreciate Sam Flannel for tapping in for JB today. For the man to my left, the one, the only Speak Easy, I'm Spencer Raxter. We got Quarantine Chris in the TD booth and Sam Flannel on the ones and twos. We appreciate you all for joining us, and we'll see you on Monday.
Are you good?
Peace, dude. I can't.